Anodea Judith mentions psychotherapy as a possible tool for healing fourth chakra imbalances. Now, obviously, you'd have to find a therapist these days who is willing to do talk therapy, because this is not talking about medication, this is talking about exploration of issues that surround the fourth chakra, such as the inner child, grief work, dealing with codependency issues, learning self acceptance. You know, the demon of the fourth chakra is grief. And it's been my experience that when someone, especially when they're young, as a child or a teenager, loses someone significant in their life, there can be a real blockage of the fourth chakra due to grief. The person can actually feel as if they've been abandoned. And children will report that if a parent dies when they are young, they can feel like the parent did it to them for some reason. There is a sense of rejection at times, and this has to be worked through. Some of the physical manifestations of the fourth chakra can include an impaired immune system, problems with the heart, shortness of breath, problems with circulation, asthma. It's very interesting because when I saw that asthma was included in Judith's list, I immediately thought of a woman with an excessive fourth chakra, kind of, you know, shallowly breathing and, being very dramatic and feeling unloved. And it's very interesting how it corresponds to physical areas in the body, these different imbalances, because they are on an energetic level and they manifest themselves physically sometimes. We've heard the expression, he died of a broken heart. It's possible that heart attacks might happen when a person feels especially unloved. I think it's important to note that these do not have to be romantic relationships that we are talking about here. This is just generally speaking of love as an emotion. And of course, we can feel different types of love with different types of people, in addition to the love we have for a spouse or other partner is a type of romantic love. But of course, there's the love that we have in friendship, and there's the love of family members. They're all related, but they all have unique features. And when a person is closed off to one type of love, they tend to be closed off to all types. Not necessarily does the person without a romantic partner not have friends, but there may be certain traits that they are not exercising in a romantic relationship that they likewise may not exercise in their friendships. For instance, if someone with a deficient fourth chakra may be narcissistic, it stands to reason that even if they don't have a romantic partner, they may be narcissistic in their friendships. They may have friendships, but they may have friends who consider them to be quite self centered. Many adults find that their friendships suffer during adult life because of their involvement with a spouse and children. There's just not enough time to devote to friendship. And even long term friendships can become much more superficial, where people are only communicating via Facebook or briefly on the phone. And I find that because of this, the negative traits that we associate with friendship oftentimes are overlooked because the involvement is not very intense. It's a lot more superficial, so the people don't get very upset if they have a friend who is too narcissistic or whatever. They can kind of overlook that because they don't see them very often. But the interesting thing is, I find that people who have a balanced fourth chakra make it a priority of theirs to have rich friendships. They seem to be nourished by all types of relationships, and they have open hearts, so they attract these things into their lives and they maintain them because they realize the importance of having these loving friendships. So, I hope you enjoyed some of these insights, and I will link Anodea Judith's book that I am sourcing my material because it is a wonderful resource. And I will talk to you again next time. Bye.